know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. All right, we got, look at Vibes. Vibes is a proud member of the Sweet Pea Diaries. We got Monica Rayner, my moderator. It's Nicki Minaj, Nicki, my moderator. Vibes Design, my moderator. My mods are in the house, okay? Susie Davis-Jones, all the mods are here, honey. They said we not having a night like we had the other night. CC Miller, look, my members, Maya, CC Miller, my members are here. I know that's right. Christine P. Y'all just in the chat chatting. Sun Goddess, Vanderveer, my moderator. All of my moderators are here except for Cleo. I know Cleo and Hubbard, you know, they are having their own, you know, little ups and downs. So we send love, hugs, and kisses their way. But all my mods are in the house tonight. I know that's right, y'all. Hey, Angel Watson, and happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. I know that's right, y'all. Well, we got some topics to discuss, but before we get into that, let's just hear a quick word from our sponsor of tonight's video. When you want to shop erotic toys, Adam and Eve has it all. Men and women, straight or gay, and anywhere in between, Adam and Eve has the adult toys that you're looking for. So click the link in the description box below and get started today. All right, y'all, we are back. Y'all, I had to get my food, honey. I had to get my Chipotle. That's going to be my dinner for tonight. Yes, all the mods are here. Yes, all my moderators. So you guys, please take advantage of our 25% off. And we have a free shipping code, erotica, by clicking the link below. Get with them, honey. Go on over there and shop. Get your shopping on at Adam and Eve. Now, we're going to be talking about a host of topics tonight. We got a jam-packed show, okay? We're going to be talking about Kevin Samuels. We're going to be talking about Ray J. He's spilling tea about that sex tape, that it was all planned, okay? They never, you know, it was never like leaked. He didn't leak it. Okay, they leaked it, and it was all about that money. So we're going to be talking about that. And we're going to be talking about Dave Chappelle. He got, you know, Will Smith. That's what everybody is calling it, child. But Apparently, someone jumped up out of the audience and tackled him, but they actually had a weapon. And I'm going to show you a picture of what they had. And we're going to be covering the Met Gala looks. I got some looks together, who was my favorites and who was not so favorite. And we're going to be talking about Willow and her mom. Willow is saying that when she was younger, Jada just ignored her anxiety, and Jada, her staff, is quitting on her, saying she's a narcissist. She don't care nothing about Will. She just care about herself. She's becoming increasingly difficult to work with. But we knew that, okay? We just covered her over here. We just had the little documentary, and we already knew what was given about Miss Jada, okay? You can't tell us nothing about her. We already know how she get down. So we have a jam-packed show. Hey, Marva, Cocoa Butter Barbie. There go my other moderator, Jessie Cat 31, Coach LP. The mods are in the building. The mods are deep. They are thick. Okay? You come over here and mess with them if you want. My mods going to cut your head off. They ain't playing tonight. I know that's right, y'all. Get on up in here. So let's get started. I think I'm going to go with Miss Jada Pinkett, okay? Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Jada first, okay? Let's do her first. Let's get started with Miss Jada, all right? What we going to do with Miss Jada, because Miss Jada is out here, Will Smith, he went on up there and, he basically sacrificed his career. I'm going to say that, y'all. I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear that, but that's what that man did, okay? He went up there and he sacrificed his career. He sacrificed his career for Miss Jada, and Miss Jada said she did not need all of that. I am not a wallflower. I don't need to be protected. I did not tell him to do that. He went and did that. So it's not my fault. He did this on his own. Why y'all looking at me? I ain't got nothing to do with it. And so her staff is basically saying that she is becoming increasingly difficult to work with. They feel like she's throwing Will under the bus. So let me share this article that I saw in OK News. I thought they did a good job of breaking this down. Let me share this. Right. Let me put that up here. All right, where are we going to put it at? Let's see, how are we going to make this look? Okay, I guess we can do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like a review, okay? So they said, behind closed doors, it looks like Jada Pinkett Smith needs quite the attitude adjustment. While her bossy behavior may not be the result of the stress she's been dealing with ever since Will Smith's Oscar fiasco, where he slapped comedian Chris Rock on stage in March over a joke he made at the Red Table Talk host's expense, an insider spilled she's becoming increasingly difficult to deal with behind closed doors. In fact, Jada Pinkett has even had staff walk out on her. Will and Jada previously kept household staff for many years with no complaints. This is what the source said. But within the last 5 years, Jada became extremely demanding, and they cycled through chefs, security guards, and trainers. So they said, usually she's been able to keep the staff, and they've been able to, keep and maintain their home and keep everything good. But recently, within the last 5 years, she's become increasingly difficult. They're not happy. They've been unhappy for years. It says usually there weren't any complaints, but she's become extremely demanding, and they've cycled through chefs, security guards, and trainers. Meanwhile, it's not only Jada's staff who have had it with her, the insider said, but even Will Smith has been unhappy for years. Jada is simply impossible to please. And although Jada may be upsetting those around her, the source alleged She's too focused on her brand to worry about anybody else. They said Jada is ferociously ambitious, explained a second source to this publication. It says she's going all out to make her talk show a success. Talking about that goddamn red table talk. Now, the source continued, it's her top priority, the red table talk, and she doesn't have time to be holding Will's hand and acting as his de facto therapist. Jada has often aired out their dirty laundry on her show and most recently teased that Will would tell his side of the story on her show, but that has not happened yet. The source says she expects him to man up, stop moping, and pull himself together. The insider concluded about the couple. Now that's crazy. She expects him to man up. It is safe to say Will losing it at the award show after Chris made fun of Jada's bald head shocked the world, but to the world of the rich and famous, his outburst didn't surprise much of Hollywood, as he and Jada have apparently been rubbing people the wrong way for a while now. The couple's peers can't stand them, said the insider. So the slap ordeal has only served to deepen the disdain for Will and Jada. And it seems that Jada isn't the only spouse. I am tongue-tied. And it seems that Jada isn't the only spouse with high demands. On set, Will believes he deserves to have his assistants at his every beck and call. He deserves to have luxury trailers and special meals catered to him. The insider spilled. He thinks he knows best and he's not afraid to share his opinion. Child, that insider was spilling the tea. You hear me? Hey, you guys, I see you in the chat. That insider was spilling the tea. It said not only is Jada difficult, but Will is difficult as well because Will thinks that he's supposed to be having special meals brought to his trailer. He said, I'm Will Smith. All right, I'm the Fresh Prince. I'm the man in black. I am legend. Y'all gonna bring me meat when I want meat, okay? But they said that, and that's not the first time I heard that they have kind of like a bad reputation and people in Hollywood do not like them. But this insider spilled the tea, honey, said, no, it's not what you think. People do not like them, honey. Staff is walking out. People is quitting. They said Jada is a narcissist. She only thinks of herself. Well, that don't surprise me, honey. Don't surprise me none. What are you guys thinking about this? Oh, thank you, Teresa. Look at Teresa Phillips coming through. Thank you so much. Teresa came through with the $5. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So now what do you guys think about that? They got it like that, Carla said. Vibe says they are not it. They was the face of Black love for a while, but they're not anymore. They are not anymore. Trouble in paradise. That's what it's giving. Anytime that you are put on a pedestal and people can, think that you cannot do any wrong. I mean, this is normal. This is, they're people. They're human. This is normal behavior. But, they try. Jada does so much at trying to appear like, they're so woke and elevated and spiritually inclined. And, when they have problems, they just talk about it and they just deal with it and they just get to it. And it's just like, no, that's all a front. Behind closed doors, y'all are a mess. Okay. And you would think all this counseling and all of this, that they have at their fingertips and all the stuff that they've been through. Jada done been down there with the Buddhists, the Hindus, the Muslims. She says she done been through everything. She likes Scientology, but she's not a Scientologist. She read the Hindu Bible, but she's not a Hindu. She studied, Buddhism, but she's not a Buddhist. She's been through every spiritual walk, spiritual journey, and she appreciates all of that. But is she applying it to her life? Or are you just going down there just to say you did it? You know what I'm saying? So you really should be taking the best part of anything that you participate in and read and study, but you should be applying that to your life. Sometimes people just want to do things just to say they did it. And that's what I get from her. Now, Willow is saying that while she was young, Jada, she had anxiety, and Jada did not think it was a big deal. Check this out.
Told Ireland Baldwin about her anxiety and why she had to forgive Jada.
It was rough. I feel like when I was growing up, she didn't understand my anxiety because she, growing up, had seen her friends die. Right. Like, she had been through so much stuff that, like, my issues to her kind of felt like smaller. And that was very frustrating for me as a child.
Of course.
Yeah. Because I was like, how can you not see my internal emotional struggle?
Yeah.
But, like, really recently, we had a talk, and she was like, I never knew that I actually experienced anxiety.
Right.
And she was pushing it down for so many years. Like, she had no idea. So I kind of had to forgive her a little bit.
Now, see, that's something that I wasn't feeling with that. Now, I understand if, Willow is saying that she had to forgive her mom, but this was about you. This was about your moment. This was about you telling your mom that you had anxiety and that you wanted her to acknowledge that. And she still did what? Put the focus on herself by saying, well, hey, I had anxiety too, and I didn't even realize that I had it, and I had to stuff it down. And now it's like, Willow, oh, wow, my mom, feel sorry for my mom. She's been through so much. No, we were talking about you. We were talking about her, your child. How do you flip that back to yourself? Narcissist, that's narc behavior. When we're talking about, how dare you talk about me and talk about what I'm going through? I got to put the focus back on the narc, because that's what they do. They never can see anyone else's point of view. They don't care about anyone else's feelings. And even in that moment, because that's what children do, they want to see their parents happy. And especially the mom. The mom figure is always having the kids on their side, right? Especially when they're young. The kids always sympathize with the mother. The dad, it's like, why are you doing this to my mom? Why are you hurting my mom? You always seem to see that kids sympathize with the mom, especially when they're young. But then as they start getting older and they start saying, wait a minute, maybe she's a little manipulative. Maybe she's been using and weaponizing her tears and emotion. And she's been, stringing us along and playing us like a puppet master. You start to see that as you get older. But in that moment, I feel like Jada flipped that even still. She's trying to tell her about her feelings, and she still flips it and says, well, I had anxiety too and didn't even realize it, And then you're like, well, I kind of had to forgive her. No, stand in that and hold her accountable and make her take accountability for not being there for you. Classic narc behavior. What do you think about it? Now, Kevin Samuels. All right, you guys, we got a lot to get through, so I'm going to be getting through it, okay? Now, Kevin Samuels had passed away, right? And people were like, they did not believe it. They were like, no way, oh, this is just a nasty rumor. This is just black women, they don't like Kevin Samuels. But apparently, Kevin Samuels was D.0.A, okay? Kevin Samuels reportedly had taken a unknown, woman, it's a woman that he did not know, he just met, and apparently they went and, spent the evening together, and he did the color purple, died on top of me, he did the died on top of me. Okay, so let me get this article. I want to share this article. He died on top of me, y'all. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. It's, don't mean to laugh. I laughed at myself. That's what I did. YouTube personality Kevin Samuels, known for controversial views on women, dies in Atlanta. Kevin Samuels, a controversial YouTube personality known for his polarizing views on women and relationship, has died, police confirmed. In a report, the Atlanta Police Department said emergency services were called to Samuels' apartment Thursday morning. Upon arrival, a woman told police that Samuels complained of chest pain and fell on top of her as she tried to help him. The woman, who was a nurse, met Samuels the day before and spent the night with him. She called 911 and asked them to contact the building's front desk for a defibrillator, which is typically used in the event of cardiac arrest. Firefighters performed CPR while Samuels was unresponsive on the floor of his apartment, police said. He was later transported to Piedmont Hospital. Now, Samuels' mother, Beverly Samuels Birch, confirmed his death to NBC News, but she said that she actually learned of her son's death from a post on social media. She said that was a terrible thing for social media to put that out. I didn't even know. I hadn't even been notified. All I'm doing is requesting that people pray for us. Now, that's what everyone was kind of, worried about, that if this was not true, that, oh my God, his family's going to see this. And if it's not true, that's terrible. Mother's Day is coming up. But if it is true, the flip side to that, let the family be the one to put it out. I mean, people were rushing blogs, contacting media outlets, contacting bloggers, contacting people to verify the story. And meanwhile, the family really didn't even know, if this was legitimate, or they hadn't even confirmed it. So I feel like the age of social media, how we're living now, we don't even give family time to grieve. We don't respect the privacy of family. I mean, regardless to how people feel about this man, it's Mother's Day coming up, right? And I was talking with a friend of mine earlier, and we were speaking about how this has to be devastating for his mom, who will not have her son for Mother's Day. And whether we like the man or we didn't like the man, the fact of the matter is he's someone's son, right? He's also someone's father, whether or not he paid child support or whether the relationship was a good one or not. It is still a fact that he is someone's father, son, and it's sad, right? He's a man. He's a man and a human being that has lost his life. So that is sad. And I really think that with this age of social media, we have lost all respect for each other and for humanity, in mankind. We don't respect death. We don't respect privacy. We're just so wanting the story and wanting to be the first person to put it out, wanting to be the first person to get that source and be able to say, well, how he died. And I mean, there were so many different rumors down to, oh, he was with a man, or, oh, he was using, I had people send me DMs, oh, it was fentanyl, cocaine laced with fentanyl. How do you know this? So many different rumors before it was even confirmed. So again, we have to have respect for families. We have to have respect for one another in this day and age. Try to, have some decency in the era of social media, because that's horrible. The mother wasn't even notified by the hospital or authorities. She found out from a social media post that her son had passed. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now, honey, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is down there getting the goddamn. They said, did he get Will Smith? Okay. Apparently Dave was doing, he had a concert, a show, and someone, a fan or a disgruntled fan, should I say, rushed on the stage and tackled him.
You jumped on stage. No?
And they beat your. They beat your. Damn.
Now, honey, this is what the man, that is Isaiah. His name is, what is this man's name? This man's full name is Isaiah Lee, and he actually has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon after he attacked Dave Chappelle. Now, this is the weapon that he actually used, okay? It is, they say it is a knife with a makeshift, like a gun, but it's like a fake gun, but it's a knife inside of that. And this is what he jumped up there on the stage with. Hey, Amina. Hey, call me darling. This is what he jumped up there on the stage with, child. He had a knife. It was inside of the gun. And now this was not an actual gun that you could shoot, of course. No bullets or nothing could come out of it. It was like a fake gun. But he had a knife up in there. And that's a pretty sharp weapon. That could have done some damage. So I see why the security and everyone did their job. So he did not get Will Smith because he might have tackled him, but they tore him up. Okay, and you were able to see those injuries, honey. They was not playing with him. Okay, they was not playing with him. Okay, oh boy, they had to put him in that goddamn ambulance, honey. They was not playing with Isaiah. Okay, they was not playing with Isaiah. Look at that. I mean, it looked like his shoulder, his arm was dislocated, even though they had it in the handcuffs. You could see that his shoulder was turned back. They tore him up, dislocated his shoulder, busted him upside the head. He got another head growing out of there. I mean, they tore him up, you know. So he has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon. So he is 23 years old. His name is Isaiah Lee, and he has been charged and is being held on a $30,000 bail. Police told NBC that he had been armed with a replica gun that could eject a knife blade. So that is really scary. They said, a journalist reported that he lunged at Dave and sent him flying into the air. Someone that was actually there and saw it. They said he fell backwards onto his back with his arms and legs up in the air. He was obviously in shock. We were all in shock. And then you can hear Dave joking afterwards saying, it was a trans man. Now, I don't know if the man was really trans. They don't say whether he was or not. But he's making light of it, I guess, saying that, you know, that's possibly why he was attacked, because the man was a trans man and, you know, he was trying to stand up for trans rights based off of, you know, Dave's previous commentary on his, you know, on his show. Child, we are being trolled tonight by these trolls, aren't we? What are they doing? We are being trolled. But what do you guys think about this whole conversation, that because of what Will Smith has done, that this is ushering in a whole load of people that feel as though if they don't like something, that they can just charge on, you know, and they can just go after you like Will Smith's, you know, smack Chris Rock. Do you think that that has anything to do with it? Do you think that people are saying, well, if he did it, then I can do it? And that people are starting to get, you know, so sensitive about things and they can't take jokes anymore and they're upset and they're rushing the stage. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think that this has anything to do with Will Smith? In my opinion, I don't. I feel as though people have always been highly charged at events and security has been able to stop them. There have been attacks before. So I don't think that this has anything to do with the other. I think Will is human like everyone else, and he had a moment and he went up there and handled his moment. Like any human being, whether it was right or wrong, that's a whole show for another day. That's a whole topic for another day. But I do not think that people feel as though because Will did it, now I can do it. I don't think so. I think this has been going on. Stuff like this has been happening, and security has been able to, thwart these attacks. And, because we're living in the age of social media now with cameras and everything is filmed, we're going to be seeing it. People are going to catch it on camera. But I think people been getting attacked. People been jumping up on stages and doing stuff, and security has been have to stop people. It's just that now we film everything. Whereas though before we used to get, be in shock and you don't know what's going on and you just be shell shocked. You ain't have a phone to pull out and whip out and record. But now people are so jaded and they are not surprised by things that they see. So when they see the stuff, people don't even stop and get scared no more. They don't even stop. They just, whip the phone right out and record anything. That brings me to the other day. I was riding home from work and I actually had to go through the city to run an errand. And I seen a man laying in a shopping cart, okay? This man was laid over the shopping cart like he was just passed out like this. And he was just on a residential sidewalk street in the middle of the day. And people were just walking by him. People were just driving. He looked like he was dead. I mean, literally. He had a blanket covering his face, and all you saw was his body. He didn't have on no pants or anything. His legs and everything was just out. No socks or shoes. He was just like passed out, just done. And I was thinking, was running in my head like, is this man dead? But I didn't know what to do. And people were just walking by. And I'm like, society is so, we don't care about nothing surprises. People could be like really going through stuff and nobody wants to get involved. Nobody wants to say nothing. You don't want to bother with people. It used to be like we cared about one another and we would check on things. Now, child, now people just be like, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just keeping. And I even had to think like, should I go and see if I said, child, I'm not getting out of my car. I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully the man is okay. And I kid you not, even a police officer, like one of those Explorer Jeeps, drove by him and didn't even pull over. I said, oh, he must be all right. Maybe they see him like this all the time. Maybe he's somebody in the neighborhood. But I say all that to say that people just whip their cameras out, because they are not stunned by things anymore. So this stuff has been happening. It's just that, we got cameras now and we just take pictures of stuff. We just record. It doesn't shock us. Nothing, nothing shocks us. Look, they back in the chat again. I don't know who these trolls are and who they got, but honey, they are trolling tonight. My minds is on it though. My snipers are in the building. All right. So now who? Oh, child. Miss Blac Chyna. Now I was rooting for Blac. Okay, I really was. I was rooting for Blac Chyna. I really was. I said now. I thought the emails and the stuff that they had. I just knew that she was going to win, or, she was going to partially win or something. They were going to, be able to tell that those emails, that they were trying to stop her bag, that they did stop that show, like it really screamed to me, these emails are legitimate. Well, honey, the jury, the judge, everybody said, no, ma'am. Blac Chyna lost her lawsuit And the judge threw out the defamation piece of the lawsuit. So let me bring up that article. I want to read that one as well. Honey, they told Blac Chyna, no ma'am. No. Okay, I wonder, I think it's this one. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm gonna put this one down. And then I'm gonna do, oh, I can't do this one. Okay, let me get it on here. Child, they said, Blac, no ma'am. She lost that thing. They said, no ma'am, And I really did. I really thought that she was going to win the lawsuit because, that when we were reading over those emails and stuff, I mean, you had Kylie sending emails to the executives. You had Kim. I mean, they were all stating that if you, pick up that show, you are going to lose the Kardashian Jenners. And I mean, we had the email specifically saying this. But honey, they said, So, Rolling Stone reports that the Kardashian Jenners win, no damages awarded to Blac Chyna. And the jury said that they totally put celebrity aside, okay? So, oh boy. I get so sick of these ads. Now, I had it up on this side. Oh, so so that's what y'all gonna do to me? That's what y'all gonna do to me? Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no. Give me a second, y'all. Here we go. Okay. Child, they trying to... I said, no, ma'am. Okay, so they are trying to make her seem as though, she... a lot of people are saying that they paid them, but I don't think so. I think that their name, is synonymous with power. They don't have to pay people. They just know people. All right. Now, the jury found that the women owed no damages to Blac Chyna. The jury of 5 men and 7 women deliberated for 10 hours before deciding that Kris and her daughters had reasonable grounds to believe the allegedly defamatory statements they made about Chyna, even if some were untimely, ultimately were false. In the case of Kris, the jurors found she was wrong when she texted a TV executive that Chyna had beat the shit out of her son, Rob, but still the jury found that Kris had no reason to believe her statement was true when she wrote it. I mean, that's crazy. They said, Kris, as a mother, probably had a gut reaction and blew it up before she could see reality. In the beginning, she said, you know what? This just keeps... Give me a second. This just keeps... I'm so sick of these darn ads. These ads just keep popping up. Let me get this. I'm sorry, you guys. The ads keep popping up and I can't. Every time I go to try to read it, it closes out. So let me get this one. Yeah, I'll get this one right here. All right, I'll get that one. I'm sorry. Sorry, you guys. Cause I'm not subscribing to this right here, so they can they can hang it up. I'm not subscribing to no Rolling Stone. I'm not paying for no Rolling Stone. I will be doing this one right here. All right. And then, honey, y'all know that her mama, Tokyo Tony, done opened up a GoFundMe, honey, and said, help my daughter. All right, so, all right, let's get this one here. All right. Yeah, because see, they want me to, and I'm not doing that, y'all. Let me get y'all an article. I ain't doing that. I'm not paying for that. I ain't paying for that. I am not paying for no ma'am. Yes, the bots are crazy, aren't they? They going crazy in the chat. Child, they ain't doing nothing but spamming me. People just, all right. Let's see. I want to, because I was interested in what the jury said. Let's see. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay. Okay. So Yahoo, they say, after 2 weeks of dramatic testimony and just 2 days of deliberations, the $100 million trial putting Blac Chyna against the Kardashians has ended, with a Los Angeles jury siding with the reality TV family in a resounding repudiation of claims made by Blac Chyna, whose real name is Angela White. The verdict was announced on Monday afternoon as Kardashian family members were 3,000 miles away in New York attending the Met Gala. Honey, they said, we at the Met Gala. As TMZ reported, the court clerk asked the family attorney where they were, to which the attorney responded, at some gala, honey. They are at some gala. So they ain't even got time to be here. They at the Met Gala. We already know what it's given. Is it, are you throwing it out? We already know. They already knew that they was throwing it out. We going down. They didn't care nothing about this. Chyna filed her lawsuit in 2017, alleging that the family defamed her and conspired to get her Rob and Chyna show off the air. I really believed that her emails that she had really was like showing that they did this. But honey, they said, no ma'am. The jury was like, they put celebrity aside. They found that none of this had any relevance. The judge threw out her defamation claim, saying that she could not actually even prove defamation. She didn't have any text messages, no actual statements to show that they actually committed defamation against her. So poor Chyna. And Tokyo Tony actually put together a GoFundMe for Chyna to help with legal costs after that. And they've raised, as of, I think yesterday, it was $810. I don't know how much it is today, but they raised $810 so far. All right. So y'all pray for Blac Chyna. Lover of Life says that her lawyer was incompetent. I really thought that she had him. Can we throw the K's out with the wash? And at this point, why are they relevant? Well, I'm getting ready to show you why they're irrelevant. That brings us right on into this next topic, talking just about why they are relevant. Because as Ray J put it, honey, Ray J said, this is why they asses is relevant. And Ray J said, listen, now y'all know Kim. Y'all know she is going to promote her show. You know that she got the show on Hulu, and y'all know that they're going to do that. Well, apparently in the episode, a recent episode, I guess Kim, it shows where her son came in with his little game or whatever, and he saw some type of clickbait on Roblox advertising the mother's tape, to which now it goes into Kanye supposedly getting the laptop and the other, tapes. And so Ray J says that this is not true, okay? When Ray J saw that episode, he said, man, I can't keep watching this narrative. This is a lie, okay? He said this is not true. All of this is a lie. He commented on Hollywood Unlocked's Instagram. He says, I can't let them do this no more. So untrue. All right. He says, the hard drive didn't contain any explicit material. It was just footage of us at a restaurant and a nightclub. And there was nothing sexual, nothing weird. So now I can take a deep breath and not worry about this right before SNL, right before the bar, and right before everything. And that's what I guess Kim says, that there was nothing, on the hard drive. But Ray J is saying that this narrative was not true, that their tapes or whatever, that Kim has always had these tapes, that Kim and Chris, they concocted this whole scheme to put out this sex tape, okay? Says that there is no second tape. It does not exist. And so he then went on to share DM messages. Now, I'm going to look at these DM messages, and I want to tell y'all that when I saw these and actually read them again, I had some problems with this, okay? So let's read this entire article. So it seems that Ray J and Kim, the sex tape saga is never going to end. Ray J has done an interview with the Daily Mail where he opened up about the controversy surrounding an alleged second tape between him and Kim. He says that the Kardashian-Jenner family's new reality show, The Kardashians, was portraying him in a bad light. The Hulu series covered the topic of a second sex tape showing Kanye delivering a laptop to Kim, which housed the film. I never have leaked a sex tape in my life. It's always been a deal and a partnership between Kris Jenner and Kim and me, and we've always been partners since the beginning of this thing. He told the Daily Mail about their first tape, which was released by Vivid Entertainment. Ray J said the idea of releasing the first tape came about after a joke he made to Kim about potentially releasing it. And that's how it all came about, he claimed. Once I pitched the idea to her, just playing around a little bit, that's when she jumped on the idea, talked to her mom, and it was out of my hands from there. In September 2021, Ray J's former manager, Whack 100, claimed that he had another tape in his possession, but would be willing to hand it over to Kanye West. Ray J says a second tape does exist, but he never had it in his possession. She kept all of them, Ray J told the Daily Mail. I never had a sex tape in my possession in our whole relationship. She's always had all the tapes in a Nike shoebox under the bed. I'm sure she has bigger beds now and better boxes. That's how it all came about. Once I pitched the idea to her, just playing around a little bit, that's when she jumped on the idea, talked to her mom, and it was out of my hands from there. Now I realize this is another promo stunt for you. Unless you reach out to me soon, I'm going to take it to the next level where it shows all of what we did. And this is what he starts saying in these DMs. All of the meetings and convos about the plan, date, and times of our meetings, and the whole lie. You and Chris planned this since the beginning. This is not a threat. You've taken this too far. You know what we did. Your mom controlled this whole sex tape deal. It was her idea to put out the tape. Now, Ray J particularly had a problem with Kim talk when Kim said in the episode, sticking a dildo in my A, and addressed it in the messages he sent to her on Instagram. So you know that in that show, she was saying that she didn't want the tape to get out because she alluded that he possibly stuck a deal, on her behind. And Ray J says he never did anything like that. Me sticking a dildo in your while you sleep is pretty out of control. LOL, wouldn't you wake up if you felt that in your butt? He asked. But seriously, it makes me look like an R and a dirty perv, and I'm catching a lot of slack from it. Now, Ray J said that he had a laptop that contained intimate photos from their relationship, and he met with Kanye at a private terminal of LAX to talk about it. Kanye reviewed the contents of the laptop, took it, and left. In the episode, Kim said there was no sexual content in the clips. It was just a video of them dining at a restaurant. So here are the DMs. I want to read them. And then I want to give my commentary on what I think about this. And all of the people that have always come at me for saying what I say about the Kardashians and what I say about Kim, that her stardom is this tape, and that Kris peddled this tape, and that, they all got famous off this tape. And Kris was behind it. She basically sold her daughter for fame. Now, a lot of people have come against me when I make those comments, but now it is coming out, and she has, she did not deny it in these text messages. Says, why are you playing games, Kim? I've been nothing but a team player. We all had an agreement. Now you're trying to drag my name for your new show, and that ain't cool. It F's up my business and relationships. When we sat down with so-and-so and your mom, and we plan all this together, now you really are taking this lie to the next level, making me look crazy. You don't want to expose the real that we did, but you are leaving me no choice. Kanye said he said you wanted the footage, and I gave him all the videos and pics and texts from me and you because I was trying to make things okay. And all the videos because I was make you feel better. Now I realize this is another promo stunt for you. Unless you reach out to me soon, I'm going to take it to the level where it shows all of what we did, all of the meetings and convos about the planned date and times of our meetings, and the whole lie you and Kris planned since the beginning. This is not a threat. You've taken this too far. You know what we did. Your mom controlled this whole sex tape deal with so-and-so, and it was her idea to put it out. Now, was agreed, you want to make it seem like I'm doing it again without your control. All those fake tears, your fans trusting you to be honest and sincere, but it's all fake for the cameras. I was playing my part until you started doing all of this. Why are you trying to ruin me when you know I was just a player in this? You have to stop believing your own lies. I have to let the world know the real because you've taken it too far now. Somebody needs to explain the play you are doing to me ASAP, or I will have no choice but to protect my brand and family and expose the real. I know how promo goes, and I get it 100%, but it's got out of control with this new story, and my team is on my head thinking it's true. Me sticking a dildo in your while you asleep is pretty out of control. LOL, wouldn't you wake up if you felt that in your butt? I would hope so, Kimmy. It could never be that loose and open. LOL, just kidding. But seriously, it makes me look like a R and a dirty perv, and I'm catching a lot of slack from it. That's why I hit you like this. Out of all these years since the tape, we've been able to build brands and make a lot of money. You already got to the billies. Please help me stay in a positive light, and I want my kids to be proud of me. They are 3 and 2 years old. They are innocent. Please don't make their dad look like a loser when you know me more. It's Ray J. If you don't know who this is, Ray J. Now, he was just going at it, okay? He was just going at it. And then she sat there and act like she did not see these messages, these DMs. She gets back and says on April 14th, hi, sorry, I'm only seeing your above DMs now. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well, and congrats on your beautiful family. In regards to your last message, did you actually watch the episode? Because I didn't say a single bad thing about you. The show filmed in real time the day in hell that I had with my lawyers when your manager threatened to release another tape that doesn't exist. And my son, who was 5 years old at the time, seeing an ad with my cry face emoji that said Kim's new S tape as clickbait in Roblox. It was upsetting to have to deal with, and I am sure you can understand also how that feels. If you're upset about the dildo comment, it was clearly a sarcastic joke, and I was laughing when I said it. My burn them to the ground comment was a generalization to anyone threatening to hold this over my head 20 years later. We are both parents now with young kids and careers, and I'm sure you want to move on from this just like I do. But your manager is the person who brought this all up out of nowhere, and I have a right to share how it affected me. Next week's episode airs where Kanye brings me the computer and he says he got back from you, which shows you in a positive light for giving that to him. Thank you for doing that. You know, I completely understand and I appreciate, so then, thank you for doing that. So then he says, my team is demanding me to respond to what's out there now because it gets worse every day. I don't say nothing. Now, it gets worse every day that I don't say nothing. Now that we talk, I feel different. I was going to go extreme, but not anymore. How should I respond? So now that she done talked to you and gave you some attention, now you're saying that I'm not going to air it out, but you did end up airing it out. She says, I completely understand and I appreciate hearing this from you. I want you to know that I wish nothing but the best for you. This has hurt us both in so many ways, and I know we are aligned in wanting to move forward in our lives and not continue to be defined by something we did 20 years ago. Thank you for reaching out. My hope is that after next week, when everyone sees that the computer was given back to Kanye, that this story will be dead and done with. And then she says, I want you to know that I wish nothing but the best for you. This has hurt us both in so many ways, and I know that we are aligned. Okay, said that. Done with. Just spoke to my team. We will get something out tomorrow morning to clarify that this was a joke and that you would have never done something like this. Hope this helps, and I'm sorry to hear how this has affected you. It wasn't my intention. So you see how they manipulate stories and they manipulate these shows. These shows are not real. These shows are scripted. This stuff is, it's all for money. Chris, this has always all been about money. Kris Jenner exposed her child for money. She was so, ready to mimic what others had been doing back then, because that was the era of sex tapes. That's what they were doing back then, and it was catapulting people to millionaires. And unfortunately, Kim was used by her mom, but she didn't have no problem with that. And then she went on to use Kylie in the same way, putting her with Tyga. Kris did anything to be where she is now. I mean, just how she was at the Met Gala fixing Elon Musk, acting like the grandmother, the mommy hen. She has done whatever it took to get her family where they are now. She saw that vision, she seen it, and she jumped in headfirst and ran with it. So to all of the people that say to me that, oh, you be hating on the Kardashians, you're a hater. Kim, she's a businesswoman. Yeah, she's a businesswoman now. Yeah, she's a billionaire now. But Ray J did not make as much as, Ray J took the brunt of this. Ray J looked like the villain. They put it all on Ray J. He was the one that released the sex tape. Oh, a dirty black man just used her and he dogged her out and he released the sex tape for money. No, This was their plan. Now, was it in their plan to make sure that he made just as much and he had the same opportunities? No, he lost deals. He lost brands. People didn't want to do business with him because they thought he was dirty. Did y'all throw him any of these billions? Y'all been throwing him any money on the side? No. Y'all have been selfish, been keeping it all for yourself because there's no way. This man is nowhere near the level. He doesn't have nowhere near the money that they have. Now he's got the Raycon thing. I know, the Scooty bikes and all this stuff that he supposedly had this multi-million-dollar deal with these Chinese, company or whatever. But Ray J is not financially as set as the Kardashians are with these brands and these deals and everything that they have been able to accumulate after this tape. And it is because all of the dirtiness associated with it, Ray J took that. They got the glitz. They got the glamour. They got to come away looking like the starlets and the socialites. Ray J got thrown on Love and Hip Hop and, he's always synonymous with that tape. He leaked the sex tape. So it's just sad what it is that they did for money. They got it and they're there now. They got where they wanted to be, but at Ray J's expense. He was always going to be the one that suffered for it. Somebody had to be the fall guy. Somebody had to take the blame. They got the fame and the fortune and all of the positive, press that came from it. And Ray J took the fall. Ray J took the fall. Ray didn't deserve to be defamed regardless of him liking to date. Anyone asks, has the Norwoods been invited to the Met? No, they're not invited. I don't even think they go to the Met Gala. I don't never see any of them there. K. Marie says, let me tell you, my mama would probably did it too back then, but I'm too discerning. Wow. Vibe says, now she's a businesswoman, sound like them older women in church talking to me about the hoe days, right? Talking about I'm changed woman, now flirting with pastor. Correct. Like, okay, I did what I did back when I was young, but now, I'm refined. I'm all cleaned up. But her mom did that. Chris put her, on the chopping block. But mom, we got a sex tape. What? We gonna, and it was on and popping. Ray J said they just whisked it out of his hands and it always been in a shoebox, honey, underneath the bed. Kim always has had all of the tapes, anything that all the copies. Of course they would have. So there's contracts. Ray J probably, he was under NDAs. He couldn't talk about and disclose any of this. But I need to know, how much did they give you up front? They gave you an undisclosed amount of money. And I don't know if they said it was going to be a rolling thing, but I know they get royalties probably off of it. I don't know who's still watching that tape to this day. So I don't know how much money the tape itself could be possibly making, because I don't know who continues to watch this, right? From Vivid. Like, I don't know who continues to watch it. We don't have DVDs anymore. We don't get tapes, VHS tapes and all that anymore. So you'd have to go stream it or somewhere like that. I would think, but I don't know if people are actually going and paying to watch this still. So if they're getting royalties, but it's obvious that the Kardashians have a brand and they have went on to make multi-million-dollar deals with corporations and everything. Meanwhile, Ray J got Scooty bikes. He's on Zeus Network. Love and Hip Hop. Executive producer of The Conversation, child. I don't know what. Ray J got 1,000,001 jobs, honey. He's got the Scooty bikes, the earbuds, and he down there to Zeus and Love and Hip Hop with Mona Scott and them. I mean, you see anybody see the difference? But he was the fall guy, and it was designed that way. Chris knew exactly what it was she was doing. She sat up under, her husband all those years. Kim sat, up under her mom And, you know, it's like, my mom is going to make us famous. My mom has a plan. Kim was around all Hollywood kids, you know, that were rich, Paris Hilton, all these people. And she was watching and waiting and sitting back and waiting for her turn. Her mom was too. And they was trying to figure out how were they going to do it. You know, they weren't the lawyer kids no more because Rob done passed. So they sitting back trying to figure out how they going to do this. And that tape was their way in. And Chris, she maneuvered and worked the deal. I ain't never seen it either. K. Marie says, I never watched it. I never seen it either. Coach says, Ray J needs to do an interview and tell his side of the story, and Kim bringing up that tape 20 years later, maybe advertisement for the royalties. Right. See, and that's another thing. When you do stuff like this jolts, it kickstarts. Now people are going trying to find the tape. Oh, you know what? I never seen it. Or, you know what? Let me go look and see just want to see the excitement of it again. You know, she don't have no problem with that. Kim don't care about being, she's a mom and all that. So what? Kim don't care about being half naked in front of the world and the world seeing no darn sex tape. These women, they do anything. The Kardashians do anything for fame, for money, for clout. They don't care about being, my kids are going to see it. They don't care nothing about that, which is why you are on Hulu, you are on TV talking about multiple copies of a tape. Stop it, girl. These women don't care nothing about that. They're going to raise their girls to be just how they are. Period. Okay. Now, the Met Gala. Ooh. Who did it best? Who did it worse? That's where we going, child. The Met Gala. All right, let's get to these looks. Well, I want to talk about Miss Kim Kardashian, okay? Her and her family, they came through. This is Kylie. Let me restart that. This is Kylie, Kendall, Courtney, and Khloe. But the one that took the show, honey, was Miss Kim Kardashian herself. And she went in Marilyn Monroe's famous dress that she sung Happy Birthday to JFK in, okay? Yes, ma'am. And it's not looking good because a lot of people actually were not pleased about that. She had wore Marilyn's dress, as well as she also wore let me remove this one. There we go. She wore Marilyn's dress, two of her dresses. She wore the white one, and then she changed into a green one that apparently, I believe, Marilyn accepted an award in. All right. But people are not happy about Kim being in the white gown because apparently she could not fit it. Now, you see, this is the white gown that Marilyn Monroe wore when she sung Happy Birthday, Mr. President, JFK, the iconic singing of that song. But we know that they have two different body types, right? Kim is curvy and Marilyn is more typical A-line, just a body. Well, they said that she had that fur coat, that white fur on, because she actually ripped the back of the dress. She couldn't zip it up. Her behind was hanging out of the dress.
People are still talking about Kim Kardashian wearing Marilyn Monroe's old gown to the Met Gala, but not everybody was thrilled to see her squeeze into a dress that some consider a national treasure. Here's Ann Mercogliano.
Did it really fit? That's the question being asked today about the iconic Marilyn Monroe dress that Kim Kardashian wore to the Met Gala. Why was she wearing a fur jacket that covered her backside during her big red carpet moment? Is this the smoking gun? In a newly discovered video from her final fitting, you see Ripley's Believe It or Not employees struggling to get the dress over her derriere. Kim is concerned.
Do I need to put on another pair of shapewear? Once it gets up, it'll fit the back.
Her boyfriend, comic Pete Davidson, is there and tries to reassure her.
You're good, relax.
Kim seems to think the dress won't fully zip.
Oh my God. Yeah, can we use that tie and tie it and keep it open? What if we did that and then put a fur over?
During that fitting, she even did some practicing.
I'm going like this with my foot to see if I could step up, and I can.
Marilyn famously stood at the podium in 1962 showing her curves. Apparently, we now know why Kim didn't.
Do you believe the dress didn't fit?
I believe that there is such a difference in the dimensions between Marilyn Monroe and Kim Kardashian that it's highly likely that the dress actually didn't fit and couldn't be closed in the back.
When Ripley's spokeswoman Amanda Joyner brought the dress to Inside Edition, she said the museum took special precautions to make sure the $10 million gown wouldn't be damaged in any way.
We talked with our team to make sure that everything we did was to ensure that the dress would stay in pristine condition.
But Fortner says he is concerned about the condition of the dress today.
I would think that there has been some stress and damage to the dress, yes.
Ripley says they consulted with experts and that Kim followed all the safety guidelines. They add that no alterations were made, and they say no damage was done to the dress.
Now, I find that hard to believe. I don't believe that in one good goddamn. I don't believe that at all. Kim ass busted out of that dress and she busted that goddamn zipper. Okay? There's no way, if you look at that video and you look at this, her ass was busting out of that. Okay? Now, that is a zipper. All right? They got it and they were trying to zip it and it would not zip. So then they took something and tied it closed so that it would not, she could just have it on her. But what would make her think? This is the conceitedness and the arrogance of it all. What made her think that she could wear Marilyn Monroe's dress in the first place? Okay, I'm going to give you I'm going to show you a picture of Marilyn Monroe in that dress. There's no way that Kim Kardashian was going to be able to do that. And I don't know, that's the arrogance of it all. She should have known damn well, girl, you are not no Marilyn Monroe. You are nowhere close to Marilyn Monroe. Your body type is no Marilyn Monroe. Look at this. Girl, where do you see this woman is behind? Her behind is flat. You see that? Look. Do you see that? Miss Thing, your behind is not, no ma'am. No. Look at this.
Can we use that tie and tie it and keep it open? What if we did that and then put a fur over?
During the
No.
Her boyfriend, comic Pete Davidson, is there and tries to reassure her.
You're good, relax.
Kim seems to think the dress won't fully zip.
Oh my God. Yeah, can we use that tie and tie it and keep it open? What if we did that and then put a fur over?
During that fitting, she even did some practicing.
I'm going like this with my foot to see if I could step up, and I can.
I'm going like this with my foot to see if I can step up and I can. Like, girl, your ass is too big. Do you see Marilyn? Look at Marilyn's chest. Look at her chest and look at your chest. Ma'am. But that is the conceitedness and arrogance of it. To think that because you have money and you can buy it and you can afford, and because of who you are, this, museum, you donated all this money to them to be able to do this. Just because you have money and you're able to do these things, that money ain't gonna make you be able to fit in that dress. That money ain't giving you that body, that shape that Marilyn Monroe has. You bleached blonde your hair, you did all that to get that look, but you do not have this woman's body type. You can clearly see, look at this woman, the back of her, she was extremely thin. All right. This woman did not have curves. She had curves, but she was more flat. Ma'am, it was the money done went to Kim's head, and she thinks because she got money and she can afford to, and buy her way into everything, that she can just go, oh, let me go get Marilyn's dress and I'm going to shock the world with Marilyn's dress. Girl, no. Mm-mm. Now, when she took photos, of course, taking still shot photos in the front, she looks stunning. I have to give it to her. She did look stunning. This is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. That's her in the front. But honey, that back, that behind, that behind is the Kardashian behind. So honey, the people is mad at her. They're saying that, that is a replica. That is a national treasure. That is our Marilyn Monroe's dress. And you have just stuck your Kim K booty in it and ripped it apart. That goddamn collector said, hey, absolutely, there's some stress to the dress. There has been damage. She thought, and then the walking, like, girl, she walking like this. Now I see why she was walking like that, because the dress was too small. You can't fit it. Like, girl, you couldn't fit the dress. But money will buy you anything. Money will buy people's yes. Okay? These people around her know that she look a goddamn fool, that she looks a goddamn mess. But because she is Kim Kardashian, they're letting her get away with that. Girl, I would have been like, if I was Pete, no, baby, your butt is too big. You might as well. Why don't you just get one made to look like it? No, she had to have on the exact dress because she's Kim K and she's a billionaire. Now, the first look of the evening, let me remove this banner so you can see it, is Miss Erykah Badu. Okay, Badu was in the house. Now, gilded, what is it? Gilded. What was the look? Was gilded. Let me see what was the theme again? It was gilded. Wait. Gilded glamour. That's what the theme was. American, all American gilded glamour was the theme. The Met Gala theme. And every year they have a theme. So this year's theme was in America, gilded glamour. All right. Because, they're saying fashions from America. And the gilded glamour was a time period of when they had the petticoats and, this is what it looks like. This is what they were supposed to be inspiring their looks from. And I'll show you what gilded glamour is. So then you can try to get the image as to why their looks looked the way they looked. Because some people say, well, what is gilded glamour? What the hell does that mean? Well, this is what it was supposed to be giving. Erykah, we're going to get back to you. Let me show the people what gilded glamour is. Now, this is gilded glamour, okay? It was back in this time period when they this is how women dressed, and men, and they had the suits, and the women had this. So anything inspired by gilded glamour, right? So Erykah Badu came with her. This is how she interprets gilded glamour. Do we think that this is gilded glamour? Erykah gonna come with something. She gonna come with something. I really don't understand. It's kind of the Dr. Seuss hat, I think. And it's a pants set. It's a coat. It's got a bra, I guess. I don't know. But her hair is nice. I like her hair. She's got beads and different colors in her hair. She's got long braids. But is this gilded glamour? Right, Dr. Seuss. That's what it was given to me, Dr. Seuss. That's kind of what I got to. All right, but that's Erykah's take on gilded glamour. All right, but then we got Miss Naomi Campbell. All right. This is Naomi's take on gilded glamour. This kind of gave me like Chinese. I got out of this. I don't know what the painting on the face was. But it looked like a like some type of kimono, whatever you call them. It just reminded me of Japanese. That was the first thing I got. I got a Japanese, a geisha. That's what she's coming through. All I need is the 2 sticks in the back with the bun. And it's giving geisha to me. It's giving Japanese. Yes, K. Marie, I will definitely take questions at the end. So let me know what we think about that. I don't know. Now, Cardi B, all right? Do we think Cardi B understood the assignment of gilded glamour? Cardi looked beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. And I think this is gilded glamour. I really do. It is her take on it. She's got the collar. Listen, if you don't believe me, I'm going to put up the gilded glamour. I'm going to keep the gilded glamour up. We're going to keep that picture up while we look at the looks. All right? I think Cardi understood the assignment because you can see with the collar stuff and the emblems and the brooches and things that are on their dresses. She's got that going on around her neck. Yes, she did. Cardi's dress was fire. It's also a lot of gold. I'm understanding it. I'm understanding it a little more than the other two. All right. I'm understanding it. I'm understanding it. Okay. Now, Chloe Bailey. Did she understand the assignment? Gilded glamour. No, ma'am. I don't know what this is. This looks like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that thing is around the neck. It looked like some kind of moth. Like it's a moth around her neck. Like, I don't know what that is. I mean, she's beautiful. Her hair looks pretty. Skin glowing. Black queen, looking good. Melanin popping. Beautiful. Beautiful. But the dress, it just didn't give gilded glamour. Now, I get the way she's got the, the shape of it, and it's trying to have, because that's how they used to have those girdles and, corsets, and that look was underneath there. But I don't think that this is understanding gilded glamour. Is it giving gilded glamour? No, but she looked beautiful, right? But you do appreciate that Guyana explained. I guess you're talking about Naomi. It's giving me Titanic high class attire. I think so. It's decent and gilded. Okay. Cardi definitely understood the assignment. That dress looks like a pear. Yes, that does look kind of like a pear. Chloe looks inspired by A Bug's Life, right? And Susie says no, looks like an exploding garden. Yeah, it's not giving, to me, it's not giving gilded. But, okay. Jack Harlow. All right, now, the men, gilded glamour for them was just black suits. So, I'm going to say I'm going to say yes, because gilded glamour for the men were really black suits, right? So I'm going to say for him, you can never go wrong with a black suit, Oh my gosh. Hillary Clinton. She looks like somebody's maid of honor, somebody auntie or something. She's going to the prom, but that is, in my opinion, that don't look like gilded glamour to me. Now, the proportion and the way it's cut and everything, I guess you could say but it's just straight up it's just cloth. It's just look like somebody sewed this with a sewing machine, like a prom dress, or what, how you used to take a pattern down to the lady that could make prom dresses and things, and she made everybody's dress. That's what this looks like. This looked like some pattern from JCPenney, Walmart or something, and somebody put that together in the kitchen, in the living room, at the kitchen table with the sewing machine. Because this is not it. And Hillary, with all that money, you could have did better than this. But, of course, it's her age and everything. She can only do but so much. But she could have came with, if she was going to do this look, at least have maybe the gloves or something, or maybe this color, maybe pull it in a little bit more. But that's just, I don't like that dress at all. It's just, it's very plain. Yeah. All right. Janelle Monáe. Gilded glamour. Is this gilded glamour? To me, this was Harlem Renaissance. When I look at this, I'm getting Harlem Nights, Harlem Renaissance. I'm not getting gilded glamour. I'm in the roaring 20s, Harlem Renaissance, something like that. I don't get gilded glamour, but she's beautiful. Always slays. She's always gorgeous. Anything that she puts on, she's gorgeous. This is a beautiful ensemble, but it doesn't go with the theme, but it is beautiful. It is a beautiful dress. That's pretty, right? It was cute though, right? It was, but I think it was more for the roaring 20s or like Harlem Renaissance or something. That's what I get out of it. But it is beautiful. And she is beautiful. Gorgeous. Melanin popping, skin glowing, oils. Like oh girl, I know you smell like lavender or some type of, just looking good. Looking good, smelling good. Looking like $1 million. She looks great. Body, she looks good. But it wasn't, right, futuristic maybe, Lady Sings the Blues, right. I'm getting something like that. I'm not getting gilded glamour. I'm getting more, like I said, black, black people, Harlem Renaissance, that's what I'm getting. Okay, well, of course, we've got Kim Kardashian and her beau. Kim was just stuck in Marilyn Monroe. She wanted to be Marilyn Monroe. Kylie Jenner. I'm going to say that her dress was more of gilded glamour because it had the theme of the bottom part of the dress. But this was Off-White. Off-White designed this. So with the hat and everything, I see how she's got the lace. So it was her take of that. And I do believe that was a gilded glamour. It was just her take on it. It was more of a modern gilded glamour. So I do believe that this was gilded glamour. Even though it doesn't, like you can even you see the ruffles and flower designs in their outfits. She has that in this dress, so it is, representative. I don't never know how to say that. Representative. It represents gilded glamour, but it's just a more modern take on it, right? Yeah. All right, now, child, here go another one that I just didn't understand. Lala Anthony. Is this giving gilded glamour? I don't know what her and Hillary, they were feeling that maroon color. All right, they wanted to match the steps. Okay. But she's beautiful. She's always beautiful. She's always has her skin's always glowing. But I didn't like this dress. I didn't think it was gilded glamour. I didn't understand what it is she was doing. Right here, you can clearly see that this is probably like a thong or something. And then this is just wrapped around. This is, it's like a bodysuit thong. And then you got this tied, like it's just like a beach towel or something, but tied around a bathing suit. That's what it's giving. And then she got that hat cocked to the side. I don't know. But she's a beautiful girl, but this is not gilded glamour. I didn't like the shoes either. They were just the satin thing. I'm just not with that satin. Now, she did have the gloves and the jewelry, the arm pieces and the jewelry and everything. That was gilded glamour. But the dress itself, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. It looked like a bathing suit with a towel wrapped around it. Okay? Okay? That's what it looked like. Lizzo. Is this gilded glamour? Okay? Lizzo was playing her flute. She was being paid to play the flute, I guess, and be entertainment as well as be a guest. Because, honey, I seen a clip of her playing the flute and everything. And when Kim Kardashian came through, she acted like a starstruck child. It's Kim Kardashian, y'all. And she look good. Girl, no, she didn't. She was walking like a toothpick because she had on a dress that she could not fit. But Lizzo is this gilded glamour. This is another one that was like emperor, look more regal, royal. I got more Queen of England, like emperor. I was looking more at a, it just keep the word emperor just keeps coming to me. I don't get gilded glamour. I don't get it. So no, I don't think that this had anything to do with gilded glamour. Meg Thee Stallion. Did she understand the assignment, gilded glamour? Let me remove this. What do you think about her? I don't know what that was on the shoulders. It gave me like phoenix rising, like a bird, feathers, Yeah, no, I don't think that's gilded glamour at all. I get it. You want to be sexy. Then her foot was just hanging over her shoes. She seemed like to me, like when you put on too much oil on your feet and then, they just start sliding all over the shoe. That's what was going on. She had a lot of oil. Y'all see, she was greased up and she made that mistake of putting it on her foot because her foot just kept sliding out of that shoe. And that's what happens when you put lotion or oil or something on your feet and then you put on heels that have your feet out. Is they just keep sliding. You see them toes? They was just sliding all over the place, honey. But is this guilt and glamour? Hey, Soleil. I don't know. I'm not. Nicki Minaj. Is this gilded glamour? Now, I get Nicki's dress. I think her dress was gilded glamour. I will say that I understood where she was going because they did have the petticoats and they did have these type of dresses and stuff too that were black. They did wear these black ones. The way her dress, the dress part, because then she's got the leather pants underneath of it. But I will say that the way it was contoured, but I didn't understand why the breasts it was just given a lot of breasts. And the way the breasts seemed like they were going to just fall over top at any moment. And I think, didn't she say that she did have that happen, that they fell out? But the high-waisted belt, I just really didn't enjoy the look. Then with the hat, I didn't understand why he put that hat with it, because she did come with the designer. The designer Burberry designed this, and the designer, she did actually come with him to the Met Gala. He accompanied her because we all know that her husband cannot attend these functions. And I was told that there might have been a college, school, or something like that in close proximity of the Met Gala. So that might have been another reason why he couldn't attend, but he can't come to functions like this. He will not be invited. So of course she wanted to go. She went with designer Burberry, but a lot of people are speculating, did she get the jab? The very jab that she was against in 2021 after not going to the Met Gala because they were requiring that everyone had the vaccine. She stated that she was not going to get that for the gala. Well, she is at the 2022 gala. So people are saying she must have got it. She did contract the 19. And so people are speculating she must have got that jab because she's at the gala. And that is a requirement that you're vaccinated. So what do you think? What do you think? Nicki's looking a little, this look kind of made her look a little heavier than what she really is. We all know that Nicki has, she's very top heavy. She's always been, she's been getting these things enhanced, and she's top heavy, and she's got a derriere as well. That black piece is covering that part. But the way that dress is, it just was not complimenting her. And this is another instance of people around you, Tay and all those people should have told you that this was not it. This look was not cute at all. I don't get why this all had to go all up to your face. Like, what was this? Was it just a bunch of put all on you, or was it, yeah, this just looks like it was just a bunch of stuff just tatted all, rhinestones or black things just put all over your body. I'm just not understanding that. I don't understand that at all. But being top heavy, that's a struggle for a lot of women. So with a dress like this, usually you don't want to wear, that's going to fall right over. When you wear a strapless dress and you are top heavy, that's a big no-no. There, every time those things are going to fall right out of there. So I don't like this look, but I do think that it is gilded glamour. It does have the proportions of the gilded glamour look back in the day, but I don't like it. No, it just makes her look, it didn't compliment her figure. It didn't compliment her body, right? Of course, her fans and everybody's going to tell her she killed it because, again, y'all tell y'all faves and you don't tell them the truth. But, honey, I'm here to tell you that didn't look good. Questlove. Is that gilded glamour? For the men, you don't really have any other route to go. But at least he did spice his up some with that jacket. I thought that was cute. I liked how the jacket, the shape of it. And so, yep, this is gilded glamour for men. Definitely is. You can't go wrong with it's a suit, black and white. Can't go wrong. But I'm trying to understand, what was this Sebastian? What was he doing? What was you? This is not gilded glamour, sir. Pink? Pink? You look like Pink Panther. He got on pink Air Force Ones. He got on some pink puffy pleather jacket with these pink pants. I'm like, the Pink Panther has arrived. Like, what is this? Just looked like somebody just threw some pink paint and threw up pink. I don't understand this look at all. Are your shoelaces tied? It's just like oversized clothes. This is not gilded glamour at all. Just a bunch of pink. Yeah, Andre Leon Talley. Is that what he had on? Child, I don't like that. Pep, though. Pink Panther. Yeah, it wasn't giving. Rihanna. Rihanna came through looking regal. It screamed regal, Lion King to me. I understand where she was going, you know, with the material and stuff. And you can see like with these ladies' dresses, you know, she had the material. You got the little, you know, embroidery and everything. But I just see Lion King or something like that. I don't see gilded glamour. But she looked pretty. That train was something. I liked the train. I liked the dress. But to me, it wasn't gilded glamour. The fur and everything. It just was very Lion King-ish. What do you guys think about Rihanna? The gilded for men was really just black and white suit. She missed the assignment, yes. Is this from last year? I've been trying to find Rihanna 2022. They said that this was Rihanna 2022. I'm telling you, the first one, they said this was Rihanna 2022. So, is she still pregnant? Okay. So, well, child, then that ain't her. Well, why they say that then? This say, listen, look. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, she attended as a statue. Oh, okay. See. All right, y'all. Well, we gonna say this is how Rihanna came through. I'm gonna give y'all the picture. That was Rihanna last year. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I've been trying to find it, y'all, because the one I had was 2018. I said, no, that's not it. That's the one that's on the what's the name? On the thumbnail. All right, wait. Okay. Here we go. So that's Rihanna last year, y'all. Okay? That ain't, I'm glad, because I think Rihanna, she would have came through. You know, Rihanna, she don't never miss an assignment. So, honey, let's get her off of here, because let's show you how, they said this how Rihanna showed up. So she appeared for the Met Gala, but not how you would expect. Honey, she was immortalized as a statue. Hey, princess. Yes, this is Riri. They had a statue of Riri this year, honey. She showed up as a statue, okay, with her pregnant belly. I said that too. I was like, Rihanna is pregnant. I'm like, I ain't hear nothing about her having that baby. So I said, I know that couldn't be her. So really what they were doing is saying all of her looks. So these are the previous looks of Rihanna. Now I'm going to show you that because I do have that. Okay. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. If ain't nobody going to get me together, Toxic going to get me together. My people going to get me together. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. This was her 2018 look, and I like this. I love this. This was one of my favorite ones. This was Rihanna's 2018 look, honey. Yes. That was her 2018 look. Gorgeous. That was her 2021 look. Yes. And honey, this year she came through as a statue because she is pregnant. I don't know where is going on with these people. I don't know what's going on with these trolls, child. But they've been trolling all night. So, I believe if she had attended, of course, she would have understood the assignment. Sarah Jessica Parker. Now, this is Gilded Glamour. You know the white woman was going to get it. The white woman was going to get it. This is her people. This is her ancestors. This is her culture. The white woman was going to get it. She got it all day long. Sarah Jessica Parker, Sex in the City, honey, all day long. You knew she was going to understand the assignment. These is her ancestors. These is her peoples. Her grandmom and them dressed like this. She probably had photos of her great-grandmother, her peoples in their clothing. She said, oh, I can put together something fabulous. This is right in my family tree. This is right up my alley. These are her aunt, honey. This is probably her grandmother, her great-grandma, her auntie in this picture right here. Okay? So, girl, yeah, you killed it. Yes, that is Gilded Glamour. I didn't like the pattern. Now, the patchwork, I think she could have chose a different pattern. I don't understand why it had to be like that. But definitely Gilded Glamour. It's the whole fit, with the underneath. I forget what those things are called. But yeah, very much so. Gilded Glamour, yeah. So what do you guys think? Who was your best dressed? I'm going to give you my opinion on who was best dressed. But I want to know from you. Who was your best dressed at this Met Gala? Okay. I'm going to give you some time to put that in the comments below while I grab me a little bite of this chipotle. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your patience, you guys. I had to grab me a little quick bite. Honey, my stomach is like growling, okay? Woo. So, let's see. What are you guys saying? Oh. Cardi B or Janelle? Renee says the Met wasn't hitting for her this year. Linda says Riri. Okay. Rihanna with her statue. Okay. Toxic K says Cardi, Lizzo, and Rosalia. I did have their photos. I couldn't put everybody up because of the limited amount of space. Cardi B, House of Princesses, she wasn't impressed this year. Cardi, and it was a lady with gold and blue dress. Cardi, no one. Cardi and Janelle. Cardi, gorgeous. Cardi. Do you have the Bridgerton cast member looks? No, I don't. I can only get put up a certain amount of looks. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yes, a girl gotta eat. I got me a nice little bow. I'm gonna tear it up when we get off. Now who was the worst dress? Now y'all, drop in the comments and let me know who was the worst dress. And then I'm gonna tell you who's my best and I'll tell you who's my best right now. Who's the best for me? I'm gonna throw the looks up for you. Now, y'all probably gonna be like, okay, but this is it's obvious. I can only choose one. Let me see. From the ones that we have here, I'm gonna put them up. Cardi, Cardi and Janae are it for me. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you for your gift. Yeah, those are my favorites. My favorites are Cardi and Janelle. Yep. Those are my favorites. And actually, the worst dress for me. Now, who was the worst dress for y'all? Y'all let me know. I'm going to grab me a couple bites and y'all get y'all worst dress. And then I'll tell you who my worst dress. Okay. Y'all said Hillary and Erica. It's between Kim and Nicki. Erica B and Lala. None of the Kardashians hit the mark to me. The collective Kar-Jenners were the worst to me. Okay. All right. So my worst dress was this boy right here with that goddamn pink throw up Pepto-Bismol. Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know what the hell she was doing. And Lala. I just really wasn't feeling that. I'm like, girl, that looks like some type of thong with just a towel wrapped around it. Meg, I don't know what that was. I didn't like it at all. And then this gentleman here, I'm like, sir, this is just a bunch of throw up. What is it? So those are mine. Yeah, I mean, those are my worst dressed, but a lot of them missed the mark, right? Absolutely. A lot of them missed the mark. Kim trying to fit into Marilyn Monroe's dress and popping her ass out of it was just horrible. Like, that is a replica, I'm sorry, not a replica, but a national treasure to a lot of people. A lot of the fans, Marilyn Monroe fans, were horrified to see this woman with all of this behind and all of this trying to put her ass in that dress and having to pull it together with strings because you're behind. Girl, you just can't fit it. Just make one that looks like it. Make a replica of it. Make a look-alike and wear it. But because she's got money, she had to have that dress on. She had to say that she put her body in the same dress Marilyn Monroe wore it. And that's what money will buy you. That's how shallow these people are. Yeah, they were horrified, Linda. Horrified. Child, they were horrified that she did that to that dress. They said, get this woman out of that is a black woman in that dress. White women wear that dress. Marilyn was a white woman. That's a black woman. Princess said none of it was glamour. None of it was gilded glamour, huh? Right, like your best friend borrowing your dress and returning it stretched out. Exactly. Yes, Kim said afterwards she wore a replica of another Marilyn because she didn't want to eat in it. No, bitch, you wouldn't have been able to sit in it. Exactly, that green one. She changed into this one, and this was a replica. The green dress, this one right here. Honey, these Kardashians kill me with this, because they got money like you can just do anything you want to do. Like, girl. That look at Kim. Oh, Chris. I forgot to show y'all Mama Chris. Honey, Mama Chris. Now, I don't know what this was. This was not gilded glamour. This was some kind of, 50s movie. Like she was sashaying through, some, Grace Kelly, some, this was not gilded glamour at all, child. But it was money. They got money because these dresses, honey, was expensive. So she was smelling like money, looking like money. But I don't understand what Courtney had on. This was the green dress, the replica of Marilyn Monroe dress. Okay, that was a replica. And of course, it's tight fitting and looks like that. Marilyn's body didn't look like that. You'll never look like a Marilyn Monroe girl. You got too many curves. What was this shit that Courtney had on? What was this? Like, girl, this looked like... What was this? And Kendall and Kylie, they always got to be similar. But honey, they all got jobs from that sex tape. Kendall got to be a model. Kylie got to be a thought and a video girl and, you know, have a cosmetics. Courtney got to just be Courtney. Chloe got to be, I mean, they all got something out of that tape. Courtney looked a hot mess, Renee. She didn't care about the theme, right? Child, well, I got a better picture of Chloe, I think. Let me think. Let me see. I think I got one. Let me see. Let me find one for you. I got one of Chloe. Let me get Chloe. I do have a Chloe. Child, look at this. Look at Miss Chloe, honey. Darling. 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 She's been looking kind of skinny lately, though. I don't know. And, you know, we have to be careful because you don't know what people are going through medically and stuff. But I know that there has been a lot of talk about her weight and her appearance and how she's been looking. But even here, like, look how, you know, her skin and how thin she looks and everything. You know, she's trying to have a tan and trying to make it look good. But she does look really thin. So, you know, hoping that she's well and that, you know, all is well with her medically. But she's really thinned down. So that's really all I have, you guys. That's all I have. That's all we have for tonight. Okay? The Kardashians, you know, they have made it big because of Ray J. And Ray J says he is tired of it, you know. Stop pushing this narrative. And I've taken all the blame. I've been the one to suffer. While you've made it big, you've made millions of dollars. But no more. I didn't put this tape out. You got it in a shoebox. You got all the copies. But I mean, that's sad. That's sad because it's took the fall. Took the fall. Somebody had to be the fall guy. Somebody had to be the fall guy. So, it's a mess. Kevin Samuels, he's out of here. Black women across America are happy. They said they don't care nothing about it. He talked about black women and, you know, that's what he gets. But I don't share that narrative. I feel as though, you know, it's a mother losing her son and it is Mother's Day and she didn't even know that her son passed. She had to find out from social media. And I just feel as though social media has gotten out of hand now. We don't respect anybody's privacy. We just want to know the story. Like, we want to have a right to know before the family even find out that someone's dead. It's like, people are quick to put it out there. You pass, boom, it's out there. And it's like, damn. So many people were trying to verify the story before the family even had it, you know. So the mom said, I didn't even know my son was dead until I looked on social media. That's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Jada and Will. Seems like no one in Hollywood likes them. And it's starting to come out. Their people are quitting. Staff's quitting. They say Will thinks that he's supposed to have private meals in his trailer. Special meals when he's on set. Nobody likes them. You know, Jada, she's a narcissist. She doesn't care about what's going on with Will. She wants him to man up. You did this. I didn't tell you to do it. They're not canceling me. You got to worry about that shit. And, you know, she told Willow, hey, suck it up, Willow. You got anxiety, honey. You ain't never go through what I went through. You didn't see people die in front of you. Ain't nobody been shot and killed in front of you. I went through some things. I got anxiety. Can you imagine that? Your child telling you they got anxiety and you twist it around and say, well, guess what? Do you know what? I have anxiety too. And I thought I didn't have it, but I had to push it. It's like, damn, Mom, can we talk about me sometimes? So, child, a lot is coming out about them Smiths since Will went up there and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. We're starting to find out a lot about that family, but we already kind of knew, But yeah, Blac Chyna lost her lawsuit, and Tokyo Tony now has a GoFundMe. They raised $810 so far for Blac Chyna. Want to pay for those legal fees, and Blac is not blacking like she used to, I guess. Apparently she's not getting the walkthroughs. I mean, she's getting older, and this is what it's going to look like for a lot of these socialites and these Instagram thoughts that have made it off of Instagram. Their claim to fame is being somebody's girlfriend. Being a rapper or actor or athlete's girlfriend, and they made something of themselves on social media. But once you've done all the walkthroughs you can do, once you've been paid enough and people done seen it, and you done made all the lip glasses you can do and the eyelashes and hair and all this, it's really not much you can do. What is the retirement plan for Instagram models? I don't know. Do they have one? I don't know. So apparently they need a GoFundMe because, but interesting enough, Tokyo Tony is the fundraiser. She's the one that is the administrative over the account. So that would mean that any of the payouts are going to go to her. And the way GoFundMe works, you can't see that the person is cashing the money out. Okay. I learned that when I had the GoFundMe, that it doesn't come all at one time. I thought that when I was done with it, I would just be able to, okay, we met the goal and cash it out. That's not how, my mouth is watery from that food, excuse me. That's not how it works. You set it up, you put your bank in it, and they make automatic, where it would drop to your account periodically, usually every night. You can set it up like that, where it will come out every day. Or you can do one lump sum payment if you have to have it out by a certain time or whatever. But she can set it up to have it come out every day, come out in periods, periodically, and it would, drop to her bank account. So it's interesting that hey, Saki, it's interesting that she is the one to be the administrator over the account and not Blac Chyna. So that tells me that the money is going to be going to Tokyo Tony. This money is not for Blac Chyna. Tokyo Tony is going to use that money, and it's going to be every ounce of it is for her. And Blac Chyna probably told her mom, if you could scam and scheme, go ahead. She probably gave her permission. Go ahead. If you can get money out of it, go ahead. I don't want none of the money. She down there about to do a celebrity boxing match. I don't know who she's boxing. Does anybody know? I don't know. But right. Coach LP says Blac is supposed to be doing a celebrity I know. I don't know who it is that she's going to be boxing. They can make money with thought classes. What happened to the Zeus deal? I don't know. She did. I think her show actually did good on Zeus. It was one of the highest rating shows on there. So maybe she should have a season 2. Maybe they can pick. But I do know that Tokyo Tony said that Zeus owes her money. And now I have heard rumor about the Zeus network that they don't like to pay people. Allegedly, they still owe Omarion for the tour. What was that? The tour that they were on, the Millennium Tour. Zeus was a partnership in that, and they had put their money up too to promote this tour and to be a part of it. And Omarion said that when they were, collecting the money and different things like that, they weren't reporting back. Because I actually seen the lawsuit and looked through the paperwork. And he was saying that they weren't reporting all of what was being made and collected at the shows. So it was over $250,000 that he said that Zeus owed him. So I don't know if they have settled that or what's going on with that, but apparently Zeus does not like to pay people. So that is all I got for tonight, you guys. Thank you for joining. We covered all of our topics for tonight. So this has been another edition of the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys, take advantage of the Adam and Eve discount link. They don't just have sex toys. They have lingerie. They have oils. You know, they have things for men and women. So go over there and check them out. Use our code erotica for free shipping. And the link will also get you 25% off. Okay? So you guys be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave your comments below. Please leave your comments and let me know what you think about these topics, child. Let me know, afterwards, if you catch the replay, let me know what you think about these looks. What was going on? Was it gilded glamour? Do you even understand what gilded glamour is? And, who understood that assignment, right? So make sure you drop that below. And we're going to get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this so I can close it out because apparently I don't have it on here. Let's see. Yep. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. Good night. Bye.